Hello again, YouTube. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. Ain't no Matrix here. You can't guilt trip me. You can't make me feel bad. You can't make me change my course. You're just a person. And when you out of the Matrix, that's how you view people. No matter how much money they got, no matter what cars they got, no matter how successful they appear to be, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life does not come from the Father, but comes from the world. And the prince of the power of the air have blinded the minds of them which believe not. The Bible is the most red pill book in existence. 10 times, 100 times more than whatever book would be in second place. When you understand the Bible, you don't simp, because the Bible is going to tell you that a woman is helpmate and helpmeet for a man. We getting back to the dealing with people series. People who don't like you. Dealing with people who don't like you. And this is going to go for relatives. This is going to go for co-workers. This is going to go for people on YouTube, on social media. This is going to go for everybody. Dealing with people who don't like you. Now, I know people have been taught the myth of killing people with kindness. That's a myth. That don't work. You know how I know it don't work? Because I tried it. It don't work. You don't kill people with kindness. Is the Most High gonna do that in the day of judgment? That's all right. I know you was sinning against me. I know you didn't show me no respect. I know you didn't do any of the things I want you to do. But listen, you can come into my kingdom. Did the Bible teach that? No. The people that's going to be in his kingdom, they not going to be perfect, but they going to be real. Them the people that's going to make it. The real people, the people who kept it real with the Most High. Them going to be the ones that make it. Not these fake it till you make it. Because people will gaslight you because they don't like you, but they don't want you to know they don't like you. Again, that 48 laws of power, people call themselves trying to exercise it, man. You can, hey, listen, that 48 laws of power, when you try to use that, a no matrix person gonna see right through you. You keep your enemies closer, you gonna give off a vibe. Like, this dude fake. He trying to gaslight me. You gonna give off a vibe. So, and I'm just gonna keep driving. Dealing with people who don't like you, the first thing you need to do is understand and know those who don't like you. You gotta be able to read people, is number two. Those two, I set them right back to back because they equally important. You gotta know who don't like you. And you got to be able to read people to know. People give off a vibe. Like, for instance, when I was at my old job, like, wasn't nobody really, like, trying to come at me per se. But yet, I knew the ones that didn't like me, and this is how it was working. The people who didn't like me, they was always either trying to debate. Now, it was one guy, I believe he liked me. That was entertainment for him, trying to debate me. But they would try to debate. They would try to compete. Well, he do that, but this is how I do it. Because they don't like you. And when people don't like you, they don't want you to get any credit. This is why some people won't hit the like button. The world is full of gaslighters. Like, I told a guy yesterday that I'm cool with. A couple guys came in the store and they were trying to act nice to him and stuff. I said, did you get a good look at him? I said, because that's what they do when they up to something. Like, Milwaukee kind of work different from some cities. Like, a lot of the criminals here, they try to gaslight you. And they won't even like you, but you'll know it. You'll know it because, and here's another way you'll know. When people who show you they don't like you come around, the people who pretending to like you start acting different. So if you dealing with that at work or something, people, when y'all leaving, they won't walk with you because the person that don't like you is around. They don't like you either. I wouldn't deal with them too much. Next thing is deal with them only when you have to. When you dealing with people you don't like, you don't know what they up to. They've been spiked your drink. They've been got you jumped. We hearing about this stuff all the time. You see what happened with Shanquella Robinson. They did not like her. And I'm looking at the videos and I'm looking at it like, why is she even there with them? Like, it just was making me even sadder because I could have told her, they don't like you. Why are you dealing with them? She probably paid for the whole trip. That's why they was there. Y'all got to realize you don't need friends, man. We're going to talk about the castles that the devil builds in people's mind tomorrow. So, y'all, all of y'all that don't be in the lives, you might want to be there tomorrow. Because I'm going to break down to you the castles that the devil build in people's mind. And a lot of times it messes up marriages. Because you have been caused all this trouble, and then when you finally see the castle that the devil built in your mind, you break it down, but it's too late. The damage will be already done. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow. Now, dealing with people who don't like you. Don't deal with them if you don't have to. Don't go to they get to, like, for instance, the guys I grew up with, right? I know that there's a couple of them that didn't like me. So for me to avoid murking them or getting jumped by them or anything else, I don't go to nothing that they at. You don't set yourself up because you need people. Let me say that again. Don't set yourself up because you need people. You need to escape the matrix. The matrix, one of the pillars of the matrix people that's trapped in the matrix, is their need for people. Always trying to get married. I've been married 2-3 times, and you done got divorced 2-3 times. I wish I could have talked to Robin Williams, man. Robin Williams was one of my favorite with Mork and Mindy, with Popeye, and some of the other stuff that he been in. I wish I could have talked to him, like, and told him, hey, man, leave that marriage stuff alone, man. After his first one. But I probably was too young. I don't even know how old he was when he first got married. So, man, what is that? I'm seeing the shadow in my glasses. Don't deal with them if you don't have to. If it's a work like environment where y'all working side by side, you gotta lose sight of your real relationship. Them not liking you, that's the real relationship. And just do the job. I remember some years back, I'm finna show you something. The first time I worked in the facility that I was at was this one particular guy. We used to always bump heads. And I told y'all some of this story, but I'm going to give you some more of it. So I saw him on the street. I'm like, yeah, let me see if he going to say any of this stuff now. We could fight. I was in the wrong state of mind, which that's another thing. Do not let these people get you in trouble. They don't like you. Just go with that. Who cares? Your mind should be saying, who cares? Don't get yourself in trouble for these people. So they put us together because they always was trying to put people together that didn't even get along. But the people you get along with, you never worked with them. So they put us together, and I was like, I know this dude don't like me, but I ain't gonna even treat him like that. I'm just gonna do my job. So, you know, I was being nice to him. I was doing my job. He was there longer, so I was deferring to him. I was showing him that respect. And it seemed like we got cool. So I got to teaching him about the secret. Well, I ain't waiting. Yeah, you know, that secret stuff. And we got to talking about the Bible and everything. And I even baptized him at his house in his bathtub. So a couple weeks had passed. Me and him cool now. So I'm going to his pod, like giving him support, seeing if he need anything. They put me in support. When you in support, you like in the hallway, basically. So he just goes crazy. I call it Neo shock. Remember how Neo he wasn't deciphering all the knowledge he was getting, so he start acting out. He started snapping out and spazzing out. Well, that's what he did. He said, get off my pod staff and all this, all that, and went crazy. I said, you know what? Cool. I guess it was just too much for him. I don't know if it was him showing off for the girl that was on the unit, or it was him just spazzing out because he couldn't handle all that knowledge, all that truth. So I'm like, all right, I left. I stopped talking to him. I stopped dealing with him. If it wasn't job, I ain't say nothing to him, non-job related or anything. And if I saw him right now, don't try to talk to me about the Bible. Don't say nothing to me. And it's not even a grudge. This is how you have to be. This is how you have to be, because you show your own soul the importance of oneself. See, your soul is always reading. And the soul is very emotional. It contains the mind, the will, and emotions. So if you deal with people who don't like you, and you try to do things for people who don't like you that you don't have to do without killing them with kindness, that's from the devil. You send a negative, confusing response to your inner man, to your soul. Because your soul looking at it like, I'm going to forgive them, I'm going to move on. But why is he trying to be with this person? Where y'all think the whole term soul ties come from? You don't want to have sex with people you don't like, because it's going to be a tie. Your soul going to be like, your soul will be confused like, we don't like her. What are you doing? So you don't want to send mixed messages to your own soul. That's what the Bible means by a double-minded man. Remember, the soul contains what? The mind, the will, and the emotions. You send in your soul a mixed response when you stay at a job where people don't like you. You send in your soul a mixed response where you stay at a job that's not even enough money. You send in your soul a mixed response when you try to stay in a relationship with somebody who does not like you. When you try to be friends with people who don't like you. If they don't like you, they don't like you. That's a personal problem for them. Move on. You be like, man, don't nobody at this job like me. So what? Are you going to keep it or not? You confusing your soul. If you going to keep it, then you got to develop a nonchalant, I don't care who like me attitude. That's the next thing. You got to develop that attitude. You got to stop sending mixed responses to your soul. You, 1 minute you saying you believe in God, the next minute you acting like you don't. It's making you unstable. Because your soul trying to figure out, okay, what we going to do? Do we believe in God or not? Remember how he said he tests the heart? He searched the heart, he tests the mind. You know why he tests the mind? Because a couple reasons. He tests the mind to communicate with your soul. Everybody's soul knows. This is why people go their whole life talking about they don't believe in God, but on their deathbed they scared. Because the Most High been communicating the whole time with your soul. So, when you're dealing with people who don't like you, do not give them any more time than you have to benefit yourself. What do I mean by this? If you at work, you ain't gonna quit your job? Okay, cool. You ain't gonna quit your job. So, what's the response you should give to your soul? We don't care who like us. See, this is why sometimes it's all right to talk to yourself. But you got to know how to do it. Because by talking to yourself the right way, you'll be destroying the construction of the devil. And I'm stuttering. The devil in your mind. That's why the Bible says casting down imaginations and everything that exalts itself against the knowledge of God. What's the knowledge of God? To love him. What's the knowledge of God? To love oneself. This is what Peter meant when, remember how Peter was like, people wrestle with Paul's words. Because Paul was, love is patient, love is kind, love is long suffering. That brought a lot of confusion to the people of faith back then. And it's bringing a lot of confusion to the people of faith now. If this was correct, if this is how we supposed to feel about people who don't like us, why did Revelation say what it say? Revelation 20 and 15. And whosoever was not found in the book of life was cast where? What? Punishment? He closed the gates on people. Outside of the gates are what? All that stuff is false. Keep killing yourself with kindness, or killing them with kindness. Killing oneself. Never. I'm stuttering, y'all. Y'all gotta. I caught it. I caught it. But listen. You have to value yourself first. And make people value you or step off. If they ain't gonna value you, like sometime you might have to quit that job. Now it's smart to get another one first because you might take too many steps backwards. Trust me, I know. You'll be doing good, you'll have peace, but you done took a couple steps back. Sometimes you have to. Relationships. You got kids, but your wife don't like you. She don't respect you. You gonna throw your years of your life away? No, you ain't gonna do that. I hope. You gonna have to get rid of her. You only keep with women with you who love you and respect you. You sending mixed messages to your soul. Your soul will be telling you, man, we don't need her. You was doing fine before you met her. So you gotta say we. We being you, your flesh man, and your soul as one. That's why you see me addressing racism. I don't care if white people don't like me. So freaking what? And if I don't care if black people like me, why would I care if white people like me? I tell y'all all the time, when you're dealing with people who don't like you, you should see them for what they do and say. Oh, you keeping record of wrongs. Again, that's that Paul stuff that y'all misconstruing. I don't hold slavery against white people today, but how some of them walk around like they better, I'm better than you, I got more money than you. You're not better than me. You're not. The next thing, don't ever let nobody make you feel inferior. You're not inferior. I don't care if you short. I don't care if you skinny. You see built dudes, they walking around. That don't mean they got it all together in their soul. They might know how to work their body. But you shouldn't be inferior to them. Anybody could get took down, man. You can be muscle bound. If I hit you in the nuts with my power, oh yeah, you gonna fold up. You ain't gonna have no balls. This is gonna be smashed. They're walking around. Look at me, this is what women want. But yet, a wrestler, I told y'all the story, I ain't gonna say his name in this context. His ex-wife told me when I was working with her that he quit wrestling because those dudes were too rainbow. He said they were smashing in the locker room. But who's keeping score? So, I gotta go to put some gas in this car. So again, if you, like for instance, if you choose to do something, right? Let's say you know the truth about gambling. And you say, I'm going to the casino. The casino is fun. And you come back to church and they find out let's say you in one of them sanctimonious churches. You know, the ones where they act like they don't do no evil, but we know they do. So, and you come back and they trying to preach to you and they don't like you no more. So what? Get away from around them. You wanted to go to the casino. You know the truth. If they don't, listen, let them do what they do, you do what you do. Go have fun. Some people don't even believe in having fun. Get away from me. I'll drive you crazy because I'll be always joking around and laughing. I'm going to joke around and laugh with people I'm cool with. But once I'm not cool with you no more, I ain't going to joke around and laugh with you. So, if I go to the Improv, you won't be there, mister. I can't joke around. I definitely wouldn't take you. You'll mess up everything. People, you know how some people just try to be so deep that it makes them more shallow? Like, you know how women will try to be deep and you'll be like, this me. I'll be seeing right through you like you would give it up in one day if you like a dude. Stop trying to act like you deep and you classy, you this and that. I know you not. You will give it up quick to a dude that you like. And some of them, like in the church in particular, after they give it up, they'll try to, we need to pray. Why you ain't prayed before you did it? Next thing, understand that people that don't like you are not perfect themselves. You understand that, you'll be fine. When a person don't like you, they'll try to brag more when you come around. Like, let's say, sometimes people floss on people because they don't like them. And I would say most of the time when people floss, it be because they don't like other people. And they feel like they socking it to them by flossing, stunting. But you got to know how to deal with people who don't like you. You got to know. If you talk a lot, let's say you don't even talk a lot. If you talkative, it's always going to be somebody who don't like you. The minute they hear your views, see, this is what the thing that's wrong with a lot of people today, especially in America. They don't know that we are supposed to think for ourselves and be independent thinkers. So people won't like you if you vote for Trump. If they think Trump is bad and Trump is wrong and you vote for him, they ain't gonna like you. Trust me, I know. I know. Like, I know a lot of Latinos, and some of them don't like me because of that Trump stuff. What is that? Wait, hold on. I think it's very childish. I think, man, my lips showing. Y'all should, man. I need a new phone screen because it be looking weird. But y'all should see them. Like, women in particular. That's why I don't take women seriously like that. You gotta earn it. Like it take a while. I've learned over time not to take women seriously, because when you take women seriously, you are going to be emasculated. Like, if you're in a management position, I'll respect that. I will. I'm going to do what you tell me to do. But in my mind, that's where it ends. It ends. I'm not taking it home with me or nothing, because I've done that before. I remember I had a job where the chick was trying to target me. And I was taking that home with me. Like, I was practically getting sick when I had to go there. Because she was just childish. Like, this is what she was doing. She'll tell me to do something, and I would do it, and I would know, okay, I'm going to do this so good so she won't have nothing to say, right? And she still has stuff to say. In fact, that's why I left that job. Because one particular time, I washed the vans. The vans was clean, spotless. They did a good job, right? I think she threw something in there. I said, this wasn't in here. Who put this in here? It was like a balled up piece of paper with tape on it. She did that garbage. She did that. This, one of the ways you know you're dealing with an immature woman is when she starts to try to nitpick and criticize you over stuff that you did right. When they start being overly nitpicky and critical in your relationship, whether girlfriend or wife, when they start getting to that point where they want to stop having sex with you, or everything becomes an argument, and then she shuts down, you cannot have a woman that shuts down. Because they shut down because they don't like you. They shut down because they don't respect you. They're not going to shut down on somebody they like. You got to realize, man, some of y'all, you already knew you should have left 5 years ago. 10 years ago. You tried to stay for the kids. You're going to have to explain to them kids why you left. And just leave. You should not be with nobody who ain't trying to help you meet your goals. You should not. A woman's job is not to tell you what to do. A woman's job is to help you. If they always trying to tell you what to do, but they can't say, well, this is why we should do this, and explain it, and it's right. Women don't never want to have faith. They'll never want to do no hard work. A lot of them, I ain't gonna say all, because that's just not true. Some of them work hard. So you gotta be able to be by yourself. And you should like you. If don't nobody else like you, you should like yourself. Because you know why you do the things you do, and you know why you say the things you say. Next thing, you already know everybody does not like you. I don't care who you are. Do not let the people who don't like you stop you. They're just people. But arrogance has a way of trying to boost itself up over others. Conceit has a way of trying to boost itself up over others. But you know what you got to do within yourself? Come here, get down there. And y'all saw me go, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about people who, like, when they try to elevate themselves over you, it's okay. Elevate yourself, but not over me. You ain't elevating yourself over me. Get down. Get back down. You ain't God. So, if we have to come back, we'll come back. But I think I covered this good enough. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping All Subjects channel. We finna go a little harder than we normally do on Saturdays. Stay tuned.